Welcome to Troy, Alabama. A lot of fans might think that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee, but the Trojans here at the Vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the Wiregrass. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to... The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard work.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So the Troy Trojans offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Trojans in the hurry up. The short hands, it's Pratt. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
No, there's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
How about this on 1st and goal? The gift to the wide receiver. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Troy! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Judovsky. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Judovsky. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. He wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Dumps it off in the flats. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Roach. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now the play fake. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Now he's going to break the pocket. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes! And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. On target over the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down.
Now, fourth down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They're not thinking three. They want the touchdown, and here they come going for it on fourth and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Touchdown, Troy! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
14.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Judovsky. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll run it from the gun. Spins away from the defense. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. Use the play fake, now to throw. Found the spot in the defense. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Second down coming up.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Judovsky. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
San Jose State.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Looking to throw again. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And that is no good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try the run, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Completes it in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They boot it away on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 30. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. A run for the quarterback. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Trojans line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. There's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Makes a man miss. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They'll move the tight end. Running to Green. Quarterback gets the first down. Powers through. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
And you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Finds his tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
He's got the back in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Makes it past the marker. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Spartans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Gonna look downfield again. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He slides that just inside the right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll leave it with him. Fights off the defender. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this.
Turning it on. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 4 over Marshall. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Right on target this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Picks up 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Spartans have their offense in high gear. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Dead center perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roach. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Roach. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Power football with the run. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 25.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
He'll do it himself, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Troy! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
38, San Jose State, 13.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection on third down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. Powers through the defender. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Bringing the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, San Jose State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Rushes on him. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last...
Pulls it in on the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Spartans.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They want that clock to run. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Trojans send out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. Works the middle of the field. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Fires left. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Bringing it back. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.